school assistant of English. In the previous module, we transacted two stories about flying. In this module, we are going to learn working with the language and two poems such as how to tell animals and the ball poem. Let's go through an overview of the module. Overview of the lesson includes thinking about the language, writing, poem 1, thinking about the poem 1, poem 2 and thinking about the poem 2. Let's switch over to learning objectives. Learning objectives. By the end of this module, you will be able to guess the meanings of the word black in the given sentences, match the given phrases, identify the synonyms for fly, write a paragraph on his stay away from home during a thunderstorm, recite the poem How to Tell Animals in a Clear and Expressive Manner, analyze central theme of the poem How to Tell Animals, recite the poem The Ball in a clear and expressive manner, analyze central theme and personification of the poem The Ball, justify the personification used by the poet in the poem The Ball, summarize the main messages of both the poems. Now we move on to thinking about the language and we will do some exercises as part of thinking about the language. Try to guess the meanings of the word black in the sentences given below. Check the meanings in the dictionary and find out whether you have guessed right. First sentence, go and have a bath. Your hand and face are absolutely black. Dear children, let's find out the meaning of the word black here. The black in this sentence denotes that the hands and face are dark due to dust and dirt. Second sentence, the taxi driver gave Ratan a black look as he crossed the road when the traffic light was green. Answer, the black here refers to an angry look. Third one, the bombardment of Hiroshima is one of the blackest crimes against humanity. The black in this sentence denotes a dark and a brutal incident against humanity. Fourth sentence, very few people enjoy Harold Pinter's black comedy. Answer, the black here denotes dark comedy. Fifth one, sometimes shopkeepers store essential goods to create false scarcity and then sell these in black. The black refers to the hoarding of goods by shopkeepers to sell those goods at a higher price later. Sixth sentence, villagers had beaten the criminal black and blue. The black here denotes that the criminal was beaten hard by the villagers. Let us move on to the next exercise. Match the phrases given under column A with their meanings given under column B. Dear children, here some phrases have been given as part of column A and their meanings have been given in column B. You have to match the right meaning for the given phrase. The list is here. Fly a flag, move quickly, suddenly. Fly into rage, be successful. Fly along, display a flag on a long pole. Fly high, escape from a place. Fly the coop, become suddenly very angry. Now let's have a look at the answers. Answers, fly a flag, display a flag on a long pole, fly into rage, become suddenly very angry. Third one, fly along, move quickly, suddenly. Fourth one, fly high, be successful. Fifth one, fly the coop. Answer, escape from a place. Let us forge ahead to the next exercise. We know that the word fly or birds, insects means to move through air using wings. Take the words which have the same or nearly the same meaning. Here a set of some words have been given and you need to find out the words which are same in meaning with the word fly. The words list is here: swoop, flit, paddle, flutter, ascend, float, ride, skim, sink, dart, hover, glide, descend, spar, shoot, spring, stay, fall, sail, flap. Let's have a look at the answers. Swoop, flit, flutter, float, skim, hover, glide, soar, and sail. Let us move on to writing task. Writing. Have you ever been alone or away from home during a thunderstorm? Narrate your experience in a paragraph. Here is a model. Yes, I stayed away from home during a thunderstorm 2 years ago. On the day, I was in a market to buy some commodities. As the sky was surrounded by dark clouds, I was in a hurry to go home. Having bought the commodities, I returned home. However, within no time, it was raining heavily. The thunderstorm made me frightened to the core. Though I took a shelter under a banyan tree, it couldn't prevent me getting wet. Since it was bucketing, I was skeptical if I would reach home safely. But then, thank God, it stopped raining after an hour. Heaving a deep sigh of relief, I returned home and reached safely. It was a scary experience in my life. Dear children, do you like poems? Is your answer yes? If so, why don't we recite and sing 2 poems in this module? The first poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, tells us about the characteristics of some wild animals. In the second poem, The Ball, a boy's melancholy for missing a ball and its inner theme will be discussed. Before proceeding to the poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, let's learn about Caroline Wells, the poetess of How to Tell the Wild Animals. About the poetess of How to Tell Wild Animals, Caroline Wells. Caroline Wells wrote the poem How to Tell the Wild Animals. She was born on 18 June 1862. She was an American novelist and poetess. She wrote a total of 170 books. During the first 10 years of career, Caroline concentrated mainly on poetry, humor, and children's books. In the subsequent days, she wrote many mystery novels. Caroline Wells breathed her last on 26 March 1942. My dear children, do you like poems? Now, why don't we sing a poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, together? Let's move on to the poem. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, If he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. Or if sometime when roaming ground, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. 'Twill do no good to roar with pain, he will only leap and leap again. If when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might not bless the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all, and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. Dear children, have you enjoyed singing the poem How to Tell Wild Animals? Now let's move on to stanza 1. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. Stanza 2. Or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Stanza 3. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you'll know it is the leopard. 'Twill do no good to roar with pain, he'll only leap and leap again. Stanza 4. If when you're walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he'll give you just one more caress. Stanza 5. Though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. Stanza 6. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all, and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, 'tis the chameleon you see. Meaning of stanza 1. If you are visiting the jungles of the east, and there we see an animal that has tawny skin and may roar that we may die out of fear, it means we saw an Asian lion. Meaning of stanza 2. If a beautiful black striped animal kills us and eats, then we have surely met a Bengal tiger. Meaning of stanza 3. If you take a stroll and meet an animal with a black spotted skin and it once jumps on you, then it is a leopard. Even if you cry out pain, then it may be of no use, as the leopard will not stop attacking you. Meaning of stanza 4. If a creature hugs you very tightly, then it's understood that it is a bear, because in his way, bear may kill a person by hugging him very tightly. Meaning of stanza 5. Do we know the way of recognizing beasts that hunt their prey? Hyenas always have smiling faces, while the crocodiles have tears in their eyes always. It's quite visible when they are killing their prey. Meaning of stanza 6. The chameleon doesn't have ears and wings like a lizard. This information can help us to differentiate between a lizard and chameleon. If we look at the tree and if we are seeing the tree only, then suddenly it means there is a chameleon sitting on it. How to tell wild animals? Central theme of the poem. The poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, revolves around the dangerous ways to identify the wild animals. The poet tries to distinguish one animal from the other in a humorous way. The poet suggests that it's very risky to be in such a close proximity to these wild beasts. A piece of information about wild animals in a witty manner cautions us to stay away from the wild animals. The poem is thus very educative as it tells us about various features of wild animals. Now, let's move on to the summary of the poem, How to Tell Wild Animals. Summary. The poetess described the wildlife vividly and in a very lively manner. If a huge, terrible animal comes in front of anyone in the forest of Asia, it's an Asian lion. If the wild animal is having black stripes on yellow hide, then it is Bengal tiger. If the animal jumps on us and starts eating, it is leopard. If we are meeting the animal who hugs us tightly, then suddenly it is a bear. Hyena always smiles while there are tears in crocodile's eyes. If there is nothing on the tree, then there is a chameleon. The poetess cautions us in a witty manner that a close proximity to wild animals becomes very risky. Children, here is an interesting question for you. Which animal's qualities does the poet in the first stanza describe? Options: A. Crocodile, B. Tiger, C. Lion, D. Bear. You are right. The answer is C. Lion. One more question is for you. How can a Bengal tiger be identified? A. Through yellow stripes, B. Through white stripes, C. Through black stripes, D. Through red stripes. Magnificent. The correct answer is through black stripes. Here is one more question for you. What do you mean by left? Options: A. Walking casually, B. To run, C. Jump towards someone, and D. To sit. You are right. C. Jump towards someone. One more question for you. How do you recognize a bear? Options: A. When it slaps you, B. when it shakes hands with you. C. When it hugs you very hard. And D. When it jumps on you. And you are right. The right answer is C. When it hugs you very hard. Here is a question for you. What do you mean by nonplus? A. Be confused. B. Be angered. C. Be surprised. D. Be quiet. You're exactly correct. The right answer is A. Be confused. One more question for you. Why are lizards and crocodiles compared? Options. A. Because both have no ears and wings. B. Because both are poisonous. C. Because both are huge animals. D. Because both are people friendly. You are absolutely right. The correct answer is A. Because both have no ears and wings. About the poet of The Ball, John Berryman. John Berryman wrote the poem The Ball. He was born on October 25, 1914. This famous American poet and scholar was a major figure in American poetry in the second half of the 20th century. His best known work is the Dream Songs. He passed away on January 7, 1972. Now, dear children, let's sing the poem The Ball together. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? As I go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over, there it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down. All his young days into the harbor where his ball went, I would not outrun him. A dime another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility. In a world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of laws, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and must know many days, how to stand up. The Ball poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over, there it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down. All his young days into the harbor where his ball went, I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility. In a world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. The epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and must know many days, how to stand up. Let's switch to meaning and personification of the poem. The ball poem revolves around a little boy who lost his ball. The poet asks what would become of the boy now that he has lost his most precious ball. Further, he wonders what the boy would do now. The poet saw the ball merrily bouncing and falling into the river. The poet says that one must never treat lightly this incident, saying that there are other balls. Seeing the ball in the water, the boy turns grief-stricken. He stands there rigidly, thinking about the memories with the ball, which he cannot gain back. A ball or a dime will not take away his grief. In this whole incident, the boy learned to be more responsible and to stand up after his loss. Like great men in the past, he understands that money is external and that he has to accept and bounce back from the loss. Personification is an attribution of human characteristics to something non-human. In short, the poet conveys the message to us that we must digest the harsh realities like missing loved ones inevitably and move forward with courage. Here is a question for you. Choose the object that was lost by the boy in the poem. A. Ring. B. Ball. C. Box. D. Scale. You are correct. The right answer is B. Ball. One more question. The poem conveys the inevitable loss of A. Bags. B. Books. C. Possessions. D. Pens. You are magnificent. The right answer is C. Possessions. Next question. The experience of the boy of losing a possession was A. First hand. B. Second hand. C. Innumerable. And D. Last. You are correct. The right answer is A. First hand. Next question. What do you mean by trembling? A. Sleeping. B. Shaking. C. Thinking. D. Jumping. You are absolutely correct. The right answer is B. Shaking. Summary. The ball poem. The poet talks about a little boy who plays with a ball and loses it. The ball skipped from the boy and went into the water. The boy became sad. The poet says that he could console the boy giving a new ball or some money, but he didn't take it as the money may bring a new ball but not the memories. The time has come for the boy to learn his responsibilities. The lesson of accepting the harsh realities of life, that one day we will lose our loved ones and our loved things. Here are some assessment questions for you. Working with the language. What is the meaning of the phrase fly high? Options. A. Be successful. B. Escape from a place. C. move quickly, and D. become angry. You're right. The correct answer is A. Be successful. Second question. Choose the word that has the same or nearly the same meaning of the word fly. Options: A. Right, B. Paddle, C. Descend, D. Soar. Magnificent. The right answer is D. Soar. Assessment: how to tell wild animals. In the poem, how to tell wild animals, which animal's unique identity is its tears? A. Bengal tiger, B. Lion, C. Bear, D. Crocodile. You are correct. The right answer is D. Crocodile. Next question. What's the special quality of a chameleon? Options: A. It laughs, B. It sheds tears, C. It flies, D. It changes its skin color. You are magnificent. The right answer is D. It changes its skin color. Question number 5. What do you mean by novice? Options: A. An experienced person, B. An inexperienced person, C. A businessman, D. A sports person. You are right. The correct answer is B. An inexperienced person. Sixth question. As soon as he has leapt on you, you'll know he is A. the lion, B. the crocodile, C. the hyena, D. the leopard. You're right. The correct answer is D. the leopard. Assessment: the ball poem. The ball poem teaches us that loss is an dash part of life. Options: A. exciting, B. inevitable, C. sad, D. happy. You are right. The correct answer is B. inevitable. Eighth question. What does the boy learn by losing the ball? A. Money buys happiness, B. Money buys sadness, C. Loss is the avoidable truth of life, D. Loss is the unavoidable truth of life. You are correct. The right answer is D. Loss is the unavoidable truth of life. Question number 9. What is the mood of the boy in the poem? A. sad, B. happy, C. excited, D. fear. That's correct. The right answer is A. sad. 10th question. What do you mean by rigid? Options: A. firm, B. final, C. eager, D. active. That's fine answer from you. The right answer is A. firm. Learning outcomes. By the end of this module, you have been able to guess the meanings of the word black in the given sentences, match the given phrases, identify the synonyms for fly, write a paragraph on his stay away from home during a thunderstorm, recite the poem How to Tell Animals in a Clear and Expressive Manner, analyze central theme of the poem How to Tell Animals, recite the poem The Ball in a clear and expressive manner. Analyze central theme and personification of the poem The Ball. Justify the personification used by the poet in the poem The Ball. Summarize the main messages of both the poems. A blunder at the right moment is better than cleverness at the wrong time. Caroline Wells.